The impact of the messenger angel spreads on in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. And as the people read Rhapsody of Realities in French, so are the recounts of glorious experiences in the city. The French language is spoken by 9 West African countries, either as a common language or as a lingua franca. And through the French translation of Rhapsody of Realities, the reach and penetration of the messenger angel have become wider to the glory of God. Today, on the day God spoke my language, enjoy the impact of the French translation of Rhapsody of Realities in Abidjan, the capital city of Ivory Coast in West Africa. Julienne testifies of divine healing through Rhapsody of Realities.
My name is Julienne. I came in contact with his book that I named My Treasure at the end of the year 2017. At some point, the medical doctors, they were 3, one would come and say, "We are not sure about the cause of her pain, but you have to tell her everything you need to tell her, because we don't know when she will pass on." I spent 1 week listening to that, and I didn't want it. So I said, "God, I spent 1 week without any words coming out of my mouth. But today you allowed it. I look to you. It is not my battle. I can't fight this, because I don't know who to fight against. But I feel a lot of things inside." I am telling you, at the hospital where I was, at the emergency room, there were constant deaths. There's not one day that there wouldn't be 2 or 3 corpses. People will come to the hospital and right there on the spot, they will say they are dead. And I was lying down there. Usually you would spend a few days there and you'd be transferred to another unit. But I was in a coma and they couldn't move me from there. I couldn't read each day. I'd ask someone to open the day's devotional and I will lay my head on it. That's what I did. When I wake up, I would say, "This is not my battle, it is your battle, Lord. I don't know how to fight, but since I know you are God, and there's none besides you, a human being cannot win this fight. I will be joyful, but the victory will be yours." That was my prayer because I could barely see anything. I asked my sister to read according to the dates. The month ended, and she asked where we can buy another edition. But I said, "You won't find it. Let us start afresh. These are the same words. God will listen to us. Let us start anew and pray." My boss is also praying for me, so there's no problem. When it was getting better, those doctors will come and change the treatment. Another one will come and repeat the same thing. They were running tests, but nothing was found. Then I said, "No, my healing will not come from these drugs. It will come from the Word of God and the will of God." So I asked to be discharged because I didn't want the drugs anymore. They were giving me drugs, but those drugs were not working. When we arrived at HMA, because we were at Belvedere Hospital and they sent us to HMA, there was a colonel who saw everything and said, "I am also a Christian, but I will help you. You will go home and every 2 days I will come over and put you on a drip and you will get better." I said, "Please don't bother yourself with those drips. If God asks me to go, I am ready. But I don't think that's His will. I won't go anywhere. I will come and pay you some visits." And I took my Rhapsody. That's all I collected. Then I showed the church where we can find the devotional to my sister, and she went to buy that month's edition. When it came, I don't recollect the month, but what struck me was on the second day, which said, "Fear not, you will be healed." Every morning I would take that same word which said, "You will be healed." I wasn't reading other days. 2 days later, I started eating after 2 months. The third day, I asked for papaya and I ate it without throwing up. In the evening, I asked for mango, which they gave me, and I didn't throw up. Before then, I wasn't drinking water, and for 2 months, I went from 83 kilograms to 42 kilograms. That's how this book really helped me. I don't know what to say except thank you, Pastor Chris. I don't know him, but I call him Papa because when he writes the devotional, it's as if he is telling the story of my life in half of the book. My sufferings, my happiness, my life, I find everything in this book, as though I was in front of him, and then he is narrating my life. I don't know him, but most of the time when I wake up, I say thank you because the inspiration you have from God should continue, so we will continue to benefit from it. Rhapsody of Realities helps me read the Bible. It helps me stick to God. With this book, I don't know how to explain it, but it helps me to understand the Bible better. It guides me in my study of the Bible. When I am done reading it, it is as though it gave me a sword, and I am not afraid anymore, because at a time I would see my family see witches and become afraid when someone says something. I try to understand, but when I read this devotional, it is like I have my weapon with someone behind, fighting my battles, and I live. So I say thank you. Rhapsody of Realities is guiding me because in life we need orientation. It is guiding me. It's good to pray, but you must know where to direct your prayers. I thank Pastor Chris, who God gave the idea to guide us, and to him I say thank you 1,000 times because each month he gives me this book. I value it higher than money.
We know we can count on you to bring new seasons of hope as we shine forth the light of the Word in the languages best understood by people. And once again, we will make history with Rhapsody of Realities. Join us as we spread Rhapsody of Realities into every man's world through the 1 Million Outreaches campaign. For more information, call the following numbers on the screen or visit our website, 1millionoutreaches.tniglobal.org.